Well, welcome again to the Hub City, Mississippi. Little church down by the river. Maybe you can hear the sounds of poultry in the background. No barking of hounds this morning. They're up at Great House. So we're now going to read and consider part 2 of Family Incantations. Once again, we place that on in celebration of marriages. That's the 5th part of the wheel. I believe it's the 6th piece. Yes, piece 6. But again, this is a longer incantation. It has 2 parts. You may get tired of me expressing my gratitude. I've been doing gratitude work since I went to the light, had an attack of the heart in November of 1989. But when I returned home with that first piece that I just read, The Evolution of My Father Sam, a dear older friend by the name of Julie Sharp, a colleague of mine at Olive Harvey College, said, Ron, you know, it doesn't seem finished. She said, I think in essence, like a pyramid, why don't you try to broaden this piece out? And I get by with a little help from my friends. The truth is I get by with a lot of help from my friends. So I wrote a piece that I added to it called Part 2, Vibrating the Barbed Wire of Time. Before Sam disappears altogether from the banks upon which we sit, we break all vows of silence and send these invocations rippling across the waters of time. Sounding the horn of compassion, we call all wayfarers home from their northern searches in the samsara. May the likes of Grandpa Julius stomp the ice daggers from their boots, drop their pride and suffering into a child's bonnet, and step into the cottage of self-loving. Like pine knots crackling in the stove, may all old scripts, masks, and hatreds be burned on the heart's awakening fire. May Grandpa Julius's melting Einstein hair electrify the underworld, so that new relativities are discovered, which will release those still hoeing stones in their emotional Siberias. May Father's frozen clothesline brothers and sisters finally be pulled in from the Whittemore cold. May they eat their fill and warm the frosty windows with their chatter as they thaw in chairs around the pot-bellied stove. Softened by our suffering, may our no-name family call back to the great yard light of home all hungry ghosts, still prowling the somber barns and windy sheds, clawing for spirit's bread among the pits, twine, and cans of our barnyard dead. May the frosty cellar potatoes green again, and in April may Grandma Matilda sprout new fingers, since there is no softness like that of newly birthed flesh. May she touch all her children, soothing away the lumps and scars of deprivation. May she bounce in her flour sack lap her sweetest inner child, put to sleep by the kiss of cold night. May Sam's caretaker sister Rosella awaken this morning to lilacs and a heart of perfect bliss. May our waters settle in calm. Then we will discover Sam's garter snakes dwelling at the bottom of our collective pond, sensitive to the slightest vibrations coming from the oars of our thoughts, tongues flickering with electricity. These serpents are aroused by the tiny voices of our intentions. May we respect their power, for, streaking like lightning through the underworld of mind, they can spill water towers in Mexico and fill vases with lilies grown in the pyramids of long ago. Since Sam and I still haven't found our real name, its severed claw twitching somewhere near Staten Island, we must assume all names are our own. May we thus be privileged to call each person we meet mother, daughter, sister, uncle, brother, son, father. May my queenly mother realize it's not possible for even her most prodigal child to disappear from this unforgetting universe. May she be relieved that the globe spins without her constant touch and comfort, and thus it's quite fun to lean back and watch the whirling of the continents. May she be honored in all the countries for the cornucopia of her loving actions. Because they continue to teach me tenderness, may the stones of my 2 dead brothers and the pebbles of my often wounded sister create ripples of compassion that enclose this blue planet. May we continue to dig through our memory for those who have come before us. May spring arrive at their unmarked graves and the grass surround their every grief. May the powerful wolves of our intention pull the troikas of future generations away from the icy tracks of hardness and desperation. May the soft flakes of their kindness cover our blemishes, and may they lead us to the snowy fields of their enlightenments. May the parables of our inner Christ continue to provide us with glacial milks, which we suckle on as if a sow with many nipples. May all people be doorways that open into the mansions of their own history and wisdom. May all souls be moved to sing their own invocations, like blackbirds perched upon the barbed wire of time. May our song so vibrate the wire that past, present, and future are transformed by our loving intentions. Thank you. Sincerely, Ronald Lee Noss.